Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast 2021. What's going on? How are ya? How's it going? Oh, happy day after Valentine's Day. Happy after Valentine. I can't fucking sing. I didn't work out the lyrics, everybody. Valentine's Day is over. That's great. You got through it. Anyways, I missed most of the Patriots-Steelers game. I caught the first half I basically caught, and then, I'm a dad now, so I had to go to a kid birthday party. And once again, every time I go to one of these parties, I feel so blessed that I had a daughter and not a son. Jesus Christ, they're fucking lunatics. Lunatics. I used to be like that. You go in there with your daughter, and the first thing you do, and you just fucking... you become like the Dave Semenko and your kid's like fucking Wayne Gretzky. Because, somebody's going to do something, Somebody's going to throw a ball, come flying off a slide. They're fucking lunatics. This is the funniest thing. I was watching this kid. He looked like a little Bobby Hurley. He was playing this game, hitting the ball, like using both his arms, like interlocking his fingers. And he'd bounce the ball and then use his forearms like a bat and smash it against the wall. And then stop it with his hand and throw it back between his legs, all point guard style. And he looked like a little Bobby Hurley. So I was getting a kick out of this kid. Going, look at this kid. This kid's got it. He had it. You know what I mean? Like he had like that competitive thing. And then at one point he ran over to go pick up the ball, and there was like a couple of they're almost like those yoga blocks that help you if you're not stretchy enough. They were like that, but they were more like cushions. And someone had made a little seat out of them. And I had kind of been sitting there like, oh, this is nice. Some parent did that because they didn't want to sit on the hard floor. And I was standing up when the kid came over, and he picks up the ball and just sees like two blocks with a bigger block on top of it, and he just kicks it over. There was no reason to do it, And I was really just looking at that thinking like, wow, did I just see right there in that moment why there's war? Why the world is so fucked up? Why we don't get along? Because we're like literally wired to just fucking destroy stuff. And I'll tell you something else. With all these fucking people out there who are trying to say that like gender roles are basically taught to kids. From what I've seen at these kid birthday parties, that is just it's not even remotely the case. Boys are fucking lunatics. Anything they can pick up, they're going to throw. Anything they can just knock over and break, they're going to do it. The girls are like sitting down, like behaving themselves. I can't necessarily say sharing after a certain age. They're not really sharing, but they're definitely like, their interactions with boys is just kind of like, what the fuck was that? Like they're sitting there with the toy, and a boy just runs up and rips it out of their hands. And you just see them looking at it like, if you asked me for it, I would have given it to you, So it's going to be interesting with all of these families out here that are trying to prove. I might be wrong, but as far as me just sitting there, it's just boys are absolute fucking lunatics. Lunatics. I told you last year when we had my daughter's birthday party, they came over immediately. They were picking up gravel in the yard, throwing it at fucking cars, climbing up on shit every 2 seconds. Hey, get down from there. Get down from there. Girls would just go into like the dollhouse or pick up a toy, and they would just sit there and play with it. Beyond more mature than the boys. The boys, I swear to God, it's like I can't say puppies. They're like, do you know after a dog is just after it's a dog and it knows how to run? They're like that age. Where they're going to go get sprayed by a skunk. Yeah, fucking hilarious. But we had a great time, and they had like we went out to this place of good friends of ours. And it was at one of those parties that wasn't at their house. It was like at a destination. So there was one room that had all these games. And after you're done with that game, then you go into another place with a bunch of other games. And then in the end, all the kids get food, and they're sitting there eating pizza and shit. And all of a sudden the cake's coming, and you know, just the meltdowns are coming. Everybody's like going, all right, trying to time it. They had the cake. We sang happy birthday. They're starting to whine. I feel like if we leave now, the meltdown's only going to happen like halfway on the way back. But fortunately, my daughter loves music, so whenever we drive home, whenever she starts like flipping out, me and Nia just start singing to her. You know, we just start going, the itsy bitsy spider, or we'll say, what's the other one? The wheels on the bus go round and round. That one she likes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who's calling already? It's early in the morning, people. Who could this be? Who could this possibly? Oh, fuck, I got to take this. Hang on. Hello. I'm back. I just said hello like I just clicked back to you guys. Yeah, anyways, we just sing all these friggin' songs, and then she wants to sing along with us in themes of shows. You know, puppy dog pals. She loves that shit. I'll tell you the show. I've been talking about it. I just don't fucking like it. I just don't like that Fancy Nancy. I just don't like her. Every show, she's like being a douche and self-involved and like totally shallow. And then she allegedly learns a lesson. And then the next show, she's just a jerk again. There's like no growth whatsoever in this person. You know what I mean? I mean, Vampirino always wants to go back to Transylvania, but she's not hurting anybody. She just gets a little bummed out every once in a while that the other kids aren't blue like her, right? But fucking Fancy Nancy, this little ginger broad over there, dude, she's hanging out with her girlfriend, right? And they're sitting there, they're going to do a fucking dance, and she's like, I'm going to be the sun, and I'm going to be a rainbow, you be the sun. And her friend's like, I want to be a peacock. She goes, yeah, you can't, because the rainbow and a peacock doesn't make any sense. It's got to be the sun and the rainbow. And she goes, well, I want to be a peacock. And she's like, look, bitch, you're going to be a fucking sun, right? She doesn't say that, but that's the subtext. So then they have this big fucking falling out. You know, because she's being a cunt again, like she is every fucking episode. Every episode, she's into like what's the fanciest stuff, coming up with a clubhouse that's just her and exclusively her own. You know, I swear to God, dude, God, I'll tell you this right now. In the animated world, God bless the animated man that marries her someday. Fucking lunatic. Fucking, that's going to be one of those fucking chicks, right? You just buy them, everything under, every designer, keeping up with the Kardashian, fucking love bracelet you can possibly do. And then in the fucking end, when she's leaving you and you're sitting there going, but I bought you all this stuff, she'll be like, I never wanted that. I just wanted a connection. Ugh. I swear to God, there's going to be a first 48 with an adult fucking Fancy Nancy if she doesn't get her act together. She's going to drive somebody to do something crazy because she doesn't learn any fucking lessons and she's really shallow, you know? She's a little sociopath. I just don't like her. So in the end, she does some fucking dance to apologize to her friend. And once again, her friend's going to be friends with her again rather than just being like, hey, you know something? I've been on this ride before, you little red cunt. I'm not fucking doing this again. It's like literally teaching somebody how to stay in a dysfunctional relationship. Every fucking episode, at least the ones I'm paying attention to. I just don't like it. You know? I don't be that person just sitting there saying, hey, don't have your kid watch that. But like, you know, I don't put my foot down too much as a parent with my wife. Well, who's kidding who? I put it down, but it's not listened to because it's the dad foot and nobody gives a shit about the dad. It's all about the mom foot. If the mom says it ain't happening anymore, it ain't happening anymore. The dad says that people just yes him to death, and then the next day it's like, why is she watching Carrot Top here again, huh? Why is she watching this stuff? Bill, it's fine. It's just a cartoon. It's just what you wanted. It's just what you wanted. I don't like that show. Anyways, Puppy Dog Pals. That's where it's at. Okay. They're a couple of pals. They're trying to help out somebody in need. You know what I mean? And you know something? And yeah, Bob goes through a lot of little problems, but he's not hurting anybody. Salt of the earth guy. You know, probably could do some squats. You know, his shoulder's a little too broad for his little skinny legs. I don't know what's going on there. But other than that, I don't have a problem with it. You know? So, anyways, plowing ahead.